I got to sit down with Donna Beutler, Additional Assistant Returning Officer for Elections Canada in our riding. Now, if you're hoping for a politically charged conversation, this may not be the podcast for you, but don't go away because we talk all about voting. You're especially going to want to listen if this is your first time marking a ballot. This is our second episode of Community Conversations. I'm your host, Kathryn. Let's converse. Canada is currently in their 45th election season. So why don't you start off by telling us when it started and when it's going to end and what it can look like in between for voters?
Okay, the federal election was called March 23rd for an April 28th election. The hours here in Saskatchewan to vote on that day are 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. If you can't vote on April 28th, there's options. Advance polls will be open between the hours of 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. on April 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. Electors can also vote by special ballot if they are unable to vote at the polling day or at advance poll. Special ballots mean that any Canadian actually can come into an office like the one that we have here in Whitewood and vote by special ballot.
Briefly describe the layout of democracy and the impact our vote has within our government.
In Canada, you vote for a candidate in your electoral district. The district that we are in here in Whitewood and area is Sewers Moose Mountain. The party who wins the most seats is the party who forms government. To vote, you must be a Canadian citizen, you must be 18 as of polling day, and you must be able to prove your identity and your address.
For all those first-time voters out there who might not be familiar with the process, what steps do they need to take in order to be ready for Election Day?
If you're a new voter and you're not on the list of electors, it's important to be added on. You can visit an Elections Canada office in order to be registered and have your name entered onto the list of electors. You will need proof of identity to do this, as well as a proof of the place where you live. So your place of residence is a very important part of getting added on to the list.
Why do you say that voting is important?
This is every Canadian's opportunity to have a say in who they want to see in power. So it's important to vote. I like to say it like this. Say it with an X.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the podcast.